Yo, what's going on, everyone? Mike Hill, the Wholesaling Titan here, and I'm incredibly excited to offer you basically an ethical bribe where you can help design my next training while I teach you everything I know about flipping houses, including giving you the exact steps to do your first or next deal, make $10,000 or more in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And this works even if you don't have cash, credit, or experience. Now, this is going to be extremely different from anything out there, anything I've done before. I'll show you why in just a second. But first, if you're asking why I'm on a trampoline in the middle of the day, well, it's because my daughter over here asked me to join her. And, initially I was going to tell her no, like, you have to wait, daddy's working. But then I thought, I'll just shoot this video while I'm out here because that is why I really started this business. 8 years ago, I was stuck in my cubicle, I was working my 9 to 5, and I barely got to spend any time with her. I'd oftentimes, I would leave for work before she was awake, and I would get home after she was asleep. And so that was the primary motivator for me to finally take the leap of faith, quit my job, and start my entrepreneurial journey flipping houses. Now I'm in a place where I'm not just flipping houses for multiple 4 and 5 figure checks every month, but more importantly, I'm in a place where I control my time, and obviously I'm able to spend it with my little one over here. Over the last few years, I've been teaching other people how to do the same. I have students who have transformed their lives, quit their jobs, they're making great money and just really enjoying life. One of my students recently made over $49,000 in only 3 weeks. And I want to show you exactly how you can do this too. And if you are a little bit skeptical, believe me, I completely understand. When I first started, I was a little skeptical myself. We all know there are a lot of sketchy promises online, but just kind of imagine the what if for just a second. Imagine doing your first or next deal and making that $10,000, or again, even more in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And then imagine kind of replicating that process so you can quit your job, start doing regular deals, again, multiple 4 and 5 figure checks every single month. Now, if that's worth even 5 minutes of your time, I want to show you exactly how this works, why now is probably the best time in modern history to get started, and again, how you can do this even starting with no cash, no credit. So let's go ahead and head into my office, and I will give you more details on my big announcement. So, for the last few weeks, I've been hosting a series of webinars showing you how to flip 2 to 5 houses a month with little to no money down. The feedback has been absolutely phenomenal, but I ran into this slight problem. See, as much as I try to teach during these sessions, there's only so much I can teach, in like an hour or two, which is why I've decided to host my very own live 3-day virtual event. So super excited for this. For 3 fully packed days, I'll be showing you how to get your first deal done and make $10,000 or more within the next 4 to 6 weeks. I'll show you how to replace your income, quit your job, and make at least 6 figures as fast as possible. And I can make this work for anyone, no matter where you are in life. I mean, remember, I started this business literally with absolutely nothing. Like, I came to Florida back in 2012, had no job, no apartment, no car, no money. And then when I finally did get a job, I found out that I absolutely hated it. I hated working that 60-plus hour work week, living paycheck to paycheck, and still wasn't able to make ends meet. I had debt collectors calling me constantly. I had to borrow money from my parents. I had overdraft fees kind of racking up. My utilities constantly disconnected. And it was just a very mediocre existence. Things like having a boss, all that stuff that I really hate. And, I know that some of you are still living like this. And basically just want to let you know that you don't have to. Like, there is a better option out there. I've done this starting with absolutely nothing. I have students who have started with absolutely nothing who are now crushing it, full-time wholesalers, like my student Belinda over here. She made $19,025 and change with no money down. Sent me this message on Facebook saying, "Guys, once upon a time I was so broke I went to bed on an empty tummy on multiple occasions and back-to-back days straight. Could have gone back to work, but I knew for me personally I had to give myself the ultimate push. I made deals happen free of charge and with no money, not even marketing funds, and Mike's techniques were what got me the first deal of many." So for me, it just got to the point where, like, the discomfort and apathy and frustration, frustration of always being broke, of missing out on time with my daughter, with Jade. It just got so unbearable. And yes, the idea of wholesaling was very uncomfortable at first. but just not nearly as uncomfortable as living that mediocre existence. Wholesaling really is the fastest, most reliable, and best way to make significant amounts of money in a very short time, even if you don't have cash or credit or even experience. You're simply finding a motivated seller who is willing to sell their house at a discount in exchange for a quick closing. This is the same model as a pawn shop. You put the property under contract, you add a little markup for your fee, and you sell it to an end buyer at a price that's still lower than the market value. And that's basically what Amazon does every day. They go straight to the source, sell it to you a little bit cheaper, but they still make their money. Wholesaling is basically a disruptor business. You can flip houses without owning them. We see this every day. Alibaba, Amazon, the world's biggest retailers, they don't own most of the inventory they sell. Lyft and Uber, like the world's biggest taxi service, doesn't own any cars. Airbnb, largest hospitality business with regards to lodgings, they don't own any hotels or properties. In addition, as a result of the coronavirus, now is literally the best time in modern history to get started and a real opportunity to build generational wealth. According to the Wall Street Journal, a growing number of property investors are preparing for what they believe could be a once-in-a-generation opportunity to buy distressed real estate assets at bargain prices. Quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with our fellow Americans, and nobody wants to capitalize on anyone's misfortune. But I will tell you, real estate investors, when you take the emotion out of it, many of them have been waiting on this for a decade." So that's kind of the simplest terms. Obviously, I'm going to go way into this in way more depth over the course of our 3-day training, but I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on just some of what you're going to be learning. So, day one is Wholesaling 101, where I'm going to show you how to become a successful six-figure entrepreneur. I'll walk you through the unique step-by-step processes that allow you to flip houses without cash, credit, or experience. Together, we'll walk through the crucial keys to your success, where you'll set goals, you'll set your income, we'll talk about planning, and then, probably my favorite, we will set your last day at your 9 to 5 and establish a plan to get there. I'll show you things like how I did my first deal without spending a penny, and then we'll walk through some actual deals so you can see how this is really done. Show you how to replicate the process, and you can ask all the questions you want during the course of the training. On day two, we're going to be focused completely on techniques and strategies. That's all the specific how-to stuff to show you the ins and outs of the business, where you should be targeting, what lists you should be using. I'm going to show you how to find the hottest areas and deals and price points in your market. I'm going to give you all the tools, tactics, strategies, and the secrets to finding motivated sellers, how to go about prospecting and keep your pipeline full. I'm going to show you, like finding active repeat cash buyers, evaluating and analyzing deals, running comps, negotiating, contracting, filling out paperwork, using the right clauses, closing. Like, we're just going to go through it all. And again, we'll be doing live Q&A throughout to ensure that you know everything you need to make this work. So again, the Q&A is going to be amazing. I'm really excited for that part. Then moving on, day 3 is probably going to be the most important day. Our last day together will be all about putting everything into action. Do you ever wonder why some wholesalers absolutely crush it while others seem to struggle kind of endlessly, right? They're always spinning their wheels. The secret is you need to follow a specific plan that is customized to you, to your market, your time, your budget. It really isn't a one-size-fits-all. So depending on where you are in the journey, I'm going to show you the best strategy for you personally, as well as the specific actions you should be taking on a daily basis. You may know how this works, for example, but knowing how something works and knowing how to execute is two totally different things. So you're going to have small, tangible to-do items every day, so you know exactly what you need to do without ever feeling overwhelmed. Again, I'm going to show you how to scale your business up to 2 to 5 consistent deals every month and make that hit that six-figure a year milestone. And I'm even going to show you stuff like how to outsource your work to virtual assistants for as little as $4 to $6 an hour. And that's basically just a little taste of what's included. So I'm telling you, I have learned so much of this the hard way. There are inevitable mistakes you're going to make in this business if you go at it on your own. But in just 3 days, I will save you months, if not years worth of mistakes. I'll save you a ton of money, and I'm going to show you the fastest way to succeed. Now, while I'll be teaching you everything you need to know to succeed, just knowing, again, is not enough. So when you attend the 3-day live event, I'm giving you free lifetime access to all the tangible items and tools you need to make this work inside my flagship digital program, Wholesaling with Mike University. So all my forms and contracts and tools, my custom rehab estimator, my ebooks, wholesaling scripts, access to my secret Facebook mastermind group, and more. You can scroll down on this page for the specific details of everything that's included. I'm basically just trying to pack in as much value as I possibly can to make sure you have everything you need to be successful. And now, if you're wondering how much this is going to cost, you're really going to love this, okay? So here's how this works. The entire 3-day live event will be recorded, edited, and then added to Wholesaling with Mike University, which will be updated and relaunched in late December with a price tag of $997. But when you attend the live training, your investment today is only $197. $197 one time, that's it. So not only will you be able to participate in the live event and ask all your questions, but like those questions are going to help shape the course. So you'll also get, again, lifetime access to the recording of the event, and that includes lifetime access to everything within Wholesaling with Mike University. Again, it's going to sell for $997 at the end of the event. And if you're asking why this is so cheap, well, a bit of a catch here, and that's why I call this an ethical bribe. But during the live event, I want to get your questions. I want to see where you're getting stuck, what obstacles you're having, and get real-time feedback so I can use that to make the course as efficient as possible. So half the catch is, yes, I'm using you for your feedback. But again, that's going to be mutually beneficial. It's going to be beneficial for everyone attending. And then the other half is that the live event, the other catch here is that the live event is going to be limited to only 100 attendees. So if you want the best training you can possibly get in real time, be sure to click the button below and reserve your space today. Once you click that button, you'll go to the order page with a quick recap of everything that you're getting today. Simply enter your name, your email address, your credit card information on the secure server, and you'll be all set for the live event. I can't tell you how excited I am for this. And just as a quick recap, again, you're going to be getting access to the Wholesaling with Mike Live 3-day event. During that time, of course, the ability to ask questions, get everything, all your questions answered. And you'll get access to Wholesaling Mike University, which includes the live recording of the event, the core curriculum that's valued at $997. You get access to my forms and tools vault. It's valued at like $497. The rehab estimating software valued at $197. Wholesaling scripts, my upcoming objectives ebook valued at $97. Access to my secret Facebook mastermind group valued at $497. The guided step-by-step action plan valued at $497. And more. So really think about this. Even if you only did one deal in the next 4 to 6 weeks, would an extra $10,000 help you out right now? It's no exaggeration. That's like a decent average deal. And what if you made double that, $20,000? But what if, say worst case scenario, what if you had a rough deal and you only made half of that? What would you be able to accomplish with an extra $5,000 coming in every month? Would that be worth $197 to you? $197? And if that's not enough, did I mention that this is, of course, risk-free? I'm just very, very incredibly confident in what I'm putting together here, that I'm offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you follow my instructions, and no, I do not promise any type of magic pill, you obviously have to put the work in. But if you do, I am confident, and I just know that you will see results too. And if you don't, or you're not feeling it, or it's not for you, just ask for a refund. You get your money back, no questions asked kind of thing. So all those days of sitting in traffic and worrying about bills and missing out on time with family and friends, or rarely taking vacations, or having a boss, I've been there, and that can all be a memory. Like, I'm living proof of that. So again, I just want to ask, how badly do you want this? How badly do you want to quit your job, become your own boss? Like, stop worrying about money. How would it feel to, have that extra 5 or 10 grand in your bank account 5 weeks from now? How would it feel to have more control over your time? You work from wherever you want, whenever you want. Would you love to go on a vacation whenever you want without having to put in a request? Or how would you like to stay for as long as you want? And how would you feel about being a better provider for your family? How would they feel about you? These are all the different things that are absolutely achievable. So if you are ready to give up that 9 to 5 grind, or ready to stop living for the weekend and just just imagine enjoying your life to its maximum capacity and never worrying or stressing about money again. This is going to be for you. So I promise here that I will blow your mind and over deliver. I'm even working on the content as we speak. Even just as an example, the last few webinar trainings I did, I scheduled 1.5 hours. And due to your participation, the last few went for 5 hours. So that's how excited I get about these things. I'm ready to deliver. You'll also have an opportunity to ask questions before the training so I can incorporate that into the event. But you got to remember the spaces are limited. So make sure you join now. So again, click that link below to get started. And I can't wait to see you there. I'll talk to you soon.